And we'll be back with more of the newspaper Inside Pages at 7:40 with the retail expert Kate Hardcastle and photographer Cambridge Jones. But first, there's new hope for skin cancer patients after the health watchdog recommended 2 new drugs to be available on the NHS. I'm joined now by Gemma Stewart, who suffered from skin cancer, yet describes herself on Twitter as living life to the full. Welcome to you. Very good to hear that positive note. Now, when were you first diagnosed with skin cancer?
I was diagnosed with malignant melanoma in October 2010. The first I knew about it, I woke up in the morning to go to work and I had a lump in my groin.
That had appeared overnight?
That just appeared overnight. It was about that size of large, hard grape-sized lump. And after investigation, it turned out to be that the cause of the cancer was a tiny little lump on the bottom of my right foot, less than ½ centimetre. And it basically spread up to the leg and it caused stage 3 malignant melanoma, and that was the first I knew about it, this lump.
And is that painful? Because a lot of people don't really know about the details of skin cancer. Is it painful, or is it really just something that appears without any sort of symptoms?
Well, it's uncomfortable. I mean, I got out of bed and put my foot on the floor and there was a sharp pain there, and that's how I knew that there was something wrong. But they're not painful on a day-to-day basis. They can be, but mine won't.
So after that diagnosis, what did that then mean for you?
Well, I started off I had a massive operation. It was called a groin dissection, which they removed 37 lymph nodes in my groin to try and contain the cancer in the leg and stop the cancer from spreading up. And then I had multiple smaller surgeries to remove the tumours as they came up. They were trying to contain it in the leg at first. And then I had another major operation in March 2011, which is called an isolated lymphofusion, where they just try and keep the ligature off the leg and pump chemotherapy into the leg to try and kill it all off. But unfortunately, in May 2011, it spread up, and they found it in my pancreas and in my chest area. And so it spread, so I'd gone from stage 3 to stage 4.
So very, very traumatic experience for you over a long period of time. But what does this new treatment now mean for you, which you have started taking, haven't you?
Yes, well, I've had 6 rounds of dicarbazine chemotherapy, 5 rounds of brain radiotherapy, 5 rounds of cisplatin and dicarbazine chemotherapy together. And through that last one, before this drug I've just started, which is Yervoy, I can't say it, Ipi, I'll just call it Ipi. I was being sick. Ipilimumab. I was being sick all day. I've got constant sickness for about 3 or 4 months on the chemotherapy. And this drug, I've hardly been sick at all.
So it has changed your life?
It's changed my life. It's given me, I don't have to worry now. I mean, there was one stage I was having to go out with sick bags every day, and I didn't want to leave the house. And now I don't have to worry about it. I'm not being sick. And
changed your life so much so that you actually did a skydive, I believe, 3 months after starting the treatment.
Well, that skydive was actually last year, and I was actually very ill when I did that skydive. That was in August, September last year. Did that for Giving Africa to raise money for a school in Burkina Faso. I was a teacher before having to be medically retired, so it was close to my heart. And I did that when I was extremely ill last year. But my life has been improved by this new drug. It means I'm not being sick and I've got a lot more energy and I'm just a lot happier. So it's great news that this drug will be available to, you know, advanced and terminal sufferers of malignant melanoma. It just gives you life back and means I don't have to worry, and I can live my life much happier now because of it. So Gemma, it's brilliant news.
Thank you very much for coming in, and so glad that your quality of life has been restored. Thanks for telling us your story.
Thank you very much.